Welcome to my honest few reviews. Straight to the point, no nonsense. This has all been paid for with my own money. Today we are on part 4 of our PSA AR-V project series, and we are working on the upper receiver today. We are tearing down the upper receiver, pulling the handguard, and locking the barrel into our bench vise to install the CMMG Zero Linear Compensator with a precision AccuWasher shim kit. Then we'll head back to the mat to button the rail back on using the alignment trick, and finish by swapping the factory charging handle for a Breek Arms Warhammer Mod 2 handle. Let's get to work. To do this right, we have to remove the handguard to get clean, unhindered access to the barrel shoulder. On the PSA AR-V, this one has a hex M-LOK, so there's 3 screws that lock it on, and there's 2 set screws that kind of either, you can use them 2 ways. You can use them to widen it to get it off, but then they're also there to tighten down on the barrel nut itself. So first things first, to do this right, we have to remove the handguard to get clean, unhindered access to the barrel shoulder. So we've already removed the BCG, removed the charging handle. Next, we're going to have to remove the 3 bolts, the 1 long split set screw, and everything should slide apart. So that's what we're going to start on next. So now we have our barrel here, where we're going to be able to lock onto it to remove this. Hopefully there's no rock set. We're going to be using Brakleen to clean out the threads to make sure there's no oil residue, nothing on it at all. Now this one is a non-chlorine one, so it's not going to really danger anything, but at the same time you want to make sure that you're also not spraying it on any of your accessories. Hence the reason why I'm doing it this way. Now that should clean off any chance of any dirt corrosion. As we say with these AccuWashers, you have a slight curved part. First thing you want to use is the 3x3. So we're nice and tight. We look good. Now we move on to the next spot. With the muzzle device torqued, we are moving back to the table mat. When you slide your handguard back over the barrel, it is absolutely critical to line it up perfectly flush with the receiver's top kidney rail. If your handguard is twisted even a tiny fraction, your front and rear iron sights will be misaligned and your optic will not track. To prevent that, I'm using a generic Picatinny snap-on wire management clip to bridge the gap and lock both rail sections into perfect alignment before I tighten down the handguard mounting screws. These rails also come with an anti-twist feature when I align to help keep it to the right placement. This should give you a continuous, perfectly straight top rail every single time. We're going to set these at 40 inch-pounds per manufacturer for the screws, and we're going to set it at 10 pounds for the set screws. One thing to note is that the longest screw is the one that goes in with the 3 holes, where the small set screw goes through the back. We're also going to be adding Loctite blue because they didn't put it on it. This is the generic snap-on that I'm going to use to bridge the 2. So one other thing I wanted to do was I was going to take permanent marker. I know it sounds weird. See how it's got that little gray line from my leftover piece? So I'm just going to take this and mark up the outside of the shim, just to give it a little black on top of that gray, so it's not as noticeable. Now it's nice because it's already kind of hidden in there, but for aesthetic, we're just going to color it a little bit. Make sure we have our set. Now I'll just take a little towel and lightly wipe it just to make sure that there's nothing wet. It's pretty dry. And now it's a little darker. You don't see it as easily, so it doesn't stand out. Now that the rail is locked down straight, we upgrade our charging handle. The factory handle is tiny and hard to grab, and under stress, upgrading to the Breek Arms Warhammer Mod 2 gives us a robust design with aggressive micro latches, and it's ambidextrous. Our muzzle and controls are officially locked in. In our next video, we'll handle target acquisition by setting up our SIG Romeo 5 green dot and co-witnessing it with the iron sights. Don't forget that because of platform safety guidelines, the hands-on tools work had to be trimmed for certain channels. If you want to see the raw unedited workbench footage showing the full removal torquing process step by step, check out my honest view reviews on Rumble. See you next time.